then you will become peaceful. You will notice that you are much more peaceful, that things happen despite the fact that you're not making great effort. Many nice things will happen. This is the process, that we have to chant the holy names of the Lord. Now, the difficulty is that there is going to be disturbances. What are the disturbances? The disturbances are of three types. One is our own mind. Our mind will say, no, don't chant. Better to watch, cartoon on TV, or better to watch the India-Pakistan cricket match. That will be better, I think. It might be better to watch some nice Hindi movie or English movie. You see what I'm saying? The mind will not agree. So this is one impediment we have. The second impediment is other people. They will stop us. How will they stop us? They will create some kind of disturbance. So as a result of that disturbance, now you become unhappy. You can't be happy because atmosphere is disturbed, right? Right? When an atmosphere is disturbed, like say for example here now, if this atmosphere was disturbed, you will not be happy. If this one was pushing the other one around and saying bad things to the other person, and things like that while I'm talking, the situation will become disturbed, right? Then nobody will be happy. The third is that even the demigods will create problems, and they create problems in the form of too much heat. Soon soon to come, right? In Phoenix? Someone?
Yes.
I heard about
almost here.
Yeah, terrible summers I heard. But there are places, other places that are even hotter. But Phoenix gets pretty intolerable in summer. So, and too much cold. If you're living in northern Canada, you know what cold was all about. Terribly cold, it's just terribly cold. Too much rain. Right now, if you look at the news, you will see that in the Midwest area, it's flooding. In Phoenix, there's only 2 inches of rain, somebody told me, up to now. And the other places, 2 inches is falling in a few minutes. They have too much water, here they don't have enough water. So it's some problem. Those ones are thinking, when will there be no more water? And here they are thinking, when will there really be water? You see what I'm saying? So, that happens. Oh, it's too dry. Again, we know what dry means here. In the desert area, it's very dry. So these are the types of problems that we're going to have. So, the Acharyas wanted to create satsanga. They wanted to create a sangha of devotees who will chant the holy names of the Lord together. And this is why Prabhupada built temples of Hare Krishna. So that the people who are interested in chanting the holy names of Krishna can come together and do kirtan and listen to classes on the holy name, on how to become happy eternally like that, and then do arti to the Lord, puja to the Lord, serve each other like that. So you have got a wonderful opportunity here in Phoenix, because in Phoenix a temple is also there. So for you, the purpose is now how you're going to make sure that your service is undisturbed. Satatam kirtayantamam yadantascha dhriddhavrataha. You have to be very determined. Because you can see, if you're not determined, then you will become disturbed. You must come up with strong determination, so determined that nothing can stop. No matter what anybody is doing, I am going to continue doing my devotional service with love and devotion. Happily, because if you don't perform happily, anybody who does any service, even in the temple, if it is done without happiness, Krishna does not accept it. Shushukam kartum avyayam, he says. I only accept service that is joyfully performed. So we have to remember that this is a priceless gem. Krishna consciousness is a priceless gem that we have got. Now you've got this priceless gem, don't lose it by creating disturbance for others. Stay focused. When there are problems, that is the time when you have to become even more determined, right? Give you an example. If a mother is there, and the baby is there, then the mother is serving the baby, right, nicely. But if the baby becomes very sick and it becomes clear that there is an emergency situation here. The baby has become very sick and can die at any moment. What does the mother do? She drops everything and she's full-time with the baby. She pays more attention to the baby now. She's even more determined to take care of the child nicely. True? So when the temple has problems, that is the time when we become more determined to take care of the temple nicely. Not that we say, okay, now the temple is in trouble, stop giving donations to the temple. When we stop giving donations to the temple, you stop giving donations to the deities, you're not taking care of the deities. When the emergency is there, the deities are seeing, who is doing my service now? Now, who creates that disturbance? Who creates the disturbance? The disturbance is created by Maya. Because that is Maya's service. Krishna gave the service to Maya. Your job is to create disturbance so that nobody will do my bhakti. You see? Why? Why would Krishna do that? He does that because he knows we came to the material world not to serve him, but to serve ourselves. So now if we're saying, Lord, I want to serve you, he wants to check it out. You really want to serve me? Okay, I'm going to give you some trouble and see if in the trouble you will serve me or not. Because if you serve me in the trouble, that means you're serving me. If you're serving me when times are good, no big deal, right? What's the big deal about that? That's good. It's still good. Good times is good. But the point is, there's no real test. Test is in bad times. So whenever a temple has problems, whenever I have problems, I feel good about it. Because I know that that is when Krishna is checking me out. Yasyaham anugnami harishyata dhanam shnaya, Krishna says. Yasyaham anugnami harishyata dhanam shnaya. When I'm particularly happy, I create distance. Big distance. People don't know where to turn except me. They think only Krishna can help me now. Nobody else can help me. You see what I'm saying? So, you should understand, now we are in a very fortunate position in Phoenix. Extremely fortunate position. Because there is disturbance. And Maya will use those people who really, their real interest is not to please Krishna, their real interest is to show themselves as I am a great devotee of Krishna. And this is the problem with Krishna consciousness, being practiced in the wrong way. When the purpose of Krishna consciousness is to please Krishna, but when it becomes to please me, it creates disturbance. Just like when you have a big pond and you throw one pebble in the pond, it will form many concentric circles, right? But they all are in harmony with one another. When you throw the second pebble into the pond, now the concentric circles are colliding. So when Krishna is not the only center, at the ISKCON center, then you're going to have conflict. That is the essence of conflict. So Prabhupada is very, very kind. He set up a system. This is how you should do things. If we follow that system that Prabhupada laid down, then we will be happy. If you don't follow, then there will be conflict. And so Prabhupada laid down the system of 3 layers of authorities. The first authority is the temple president. The second authority is the GBC. The third authority is the international GBC. So if the temple president says something, you have to do it. Even if you don't like it, you have to. Now, if you really don't like it, you can complain to the GBC. If the GBC says, no, the temple president is right, now you can go to the international GBC, which sits once a year in India, in Mayapur, around February, and complain to them. And if they overrule the local GBC and temple president, that's the only way you're going to get any changes happening. Otherwise, it's going to be exactly what they say. Now, you may not like it. Like, for example, I did not like it one time. I was told to leave Dallas too. Banned from Dallas. Not only banned, I mean, I was not even allowed to stay in the state of Texas. Not only in the state of Texas, I was told I couldn't even stay in the neighboring states. I had to go so far. Because, or whatever. My point is, I went. I did not fight. I didn't like it. I went. They told me 3 years. I added 2 and made it 5. Because I was so mad at myself for creating disturbance. But you know, that's how we learn. Sometimes we have to accept some form of consequences. Then we learn. Okay? Now I'm temple president of Dallas. Same temple that told me to go, then told me to come back and become temple president. Why? Because I did not fight. And if anybody came to me, I told them, very nice temple president, please go and serve in ISKCON at Dallas. Did not fight. Did not create any bad name for that. Well, I didn't like the temple president. I told, don't go to the temple, don't deal with that temple president. I didn't do anything of that sort. So, as a result, today Krishna allowed me to do more service. It's up to Krishna. Our service is up to Krishna. He allows, we can do. If he doesn't allow, what can we do? We say there are 4 or 5 million people in Phoenix, right? How many are serving Krishna today? 1%? Would you agree 1% is serving Krishna?
way much less than that.
1% of 4 million is what? What is 1% of 4 million? Come on, mathematicians.
500,000.
40,000, right?
40,000.
40,000. Agree? 40,000 people serving Krishna? Not happening.
Nope.
Now 1% of 40,000 is what? 400, right? Agree? 400? Are 400 people right serving Krishna? No, not even 1% of 1%. We got our job cut out for us. We got big work ahead of us. A lot of marketing to do right now. We got a great program going, but we're not obviously delivering the program in a way that people can actually understand and accept. It's not relevant and relatable to the people. Not relevant and relatable. We have to make it relevant and relatable. But Krishna will not make it relevant and relatable until the family we already got is unified. Because if you have a disunified family reaching out to more people, what is going to happen in the public? It's going to be even more disunited, right? Disunity breeds disunity, doesn't breed unity. Unity breeds unity. So Krishna is now shaking the big mango tree so that only the good mangoes stay and the rest can go. Because we want a clean tree. That happened, by the way, in Dallas. As Prabhu knows about Dallas, 1994. Same thing happened. We lost 2/3 of our congregation. Don't worry, even if one person stays. There's a very nice story about this. It's not actually a story, but it's a story. A story that's supposed to be true. Anyway, so this, before George Bush, the famous George Bush became president of the US before Obama. Some people don't like him very much. I like him. I think he's a good president. But his people around him were not very good. They were causing the problem. But the guy himself is a very nice guy. Not because he's from Dallas, by the way. Anyway, before he became president of the United States, he was the governor of Texas. So one time he called all the religious movements in Texas to come together to discuss how you can help society. How can you religious movements help society? So I went as a representative of Hare Krishna's. I went to this program that was being held in Austin, Texas, which is the capital. So anyway, at that meeting, people were telling stories. This one pastor, African American pastor, he was asked to tell his story. Now he was from California, although this was, about Texas, all the religions in Texas, but he was brought in because he had such a nice story to tell. So George Bush thought, let him tell his story. He's got a good story. So he told his story. His story was that, by the way, this program was in 1999 or something like that, very close. After that he became president. After that year he became president. So anyway, an American pastor of a church, pastor is like temple president, the pastor of a church. So he said, he was 10 years ago, I had a congregation of 500 families. It's a pretty good sized family, right? I don't think Phoenix has how many families you would say? Congregation, by the way, when they say congregation, they mean they come every week, they are constantly supporting. Not this like Indians and others who come to our temple once a year, once in 6 months, once in 3 months. We still count them as congregation, right? Because their name is in our database. So they become congregation. That's not really congregation. Congregation is those who regularly come. They are considered congregation, to congregate like that, congregation. Okay. So how many families would you say in Phoenix?
Regular probably about 250.
250 families, okay, very good. Alright, so 250 families. So this one had 500 families. Double the size. Would you say it's a pretty good, there are many churches, by the way. Right? Unlike Hare Krishna, how many temples in the Greater Phoenix area?
One.
Hare Krishna temples, how many?
One.
One, yeah. But Christian churches, how many? I can't count, right? One on every street corner, right? Pretty much. So you can imagine, for them to have 500 families, that's a pretty good church going. You see what I'm saying? Then a big fight happened between the pastor and the congregation. Big fight happened. Okay, so then, one day, the pastor got a little tired of all this fighting. So he said to his people, listening in the church, I have brought this document to sign. Anybody who wants to cooperate with me and work with me, you please sign this document. Others, you can go. Leave the church. I don't want you in my church. Okay. Now you might think Christian church can do that, Hare Krishna can't. Hare Krishna church can do that too. That's Prabhupada's rule. Eternal President can remove everybody from the temple. Negotiations. That is the power of Eternal President. According to Prabhupada. You have to follow Eternal President. Now, of course, the Eternal President himself can be fired by the GBC. It will take 3 GBCs to fire. You can't just fire like that. So anyway, how many people do you think signed that document in that congregation? Huh?
Zero.
No, wasn't zero. That would be pretty nasty. Even then, I think this pastor was the type he would continue anyway. Probably preached to himself with a mirror in front of him. Anyway, one person signed. One family. One person signed, that family stayed, everybody else left the church. Fast forward 10 years later, he had 25,000 families in his congregation. So, he was trying to say, this is what unity brings about. Unity will bring about more unity, and more unity. We have to be united. We have to follow Srila Prabhupada's system. So in doing that, we will achieve great things. And many temples are working like that. Like I said, in Dallas, we lost 1/3 of our congregation, 2/3 of our congregation. We were left with 1/3. And today, those who come to Dallas, we have 2 devotees who regularly come to Dallas, will tell you, it's a very vibrant community, very nice, strong community, strong temple, very strong temple. It's so strong, the temple president doesn't even go to the temple, and it runs very nicely. Agreed? You see me at the temple often? Hardly. Now people don't even hardly see me at the temple. The temple runs very well. It's a strong temple, that's why. If it was a weak temple, I would have to be there to look after this problem, that issue, that issue, that issue. You know, like Mother Premadati here runs about and does. But that's strength. When you have strength, then the temple president can retire. Just like in a family, right? It's a wealthy family, a good family, the father, grandfather can retire, right? Why? Because the children taking care of everything now. Father can go and have good time in India, and go to England and India, and then say, I'm going to go to New Zealand, I want to see New Zealand now. I can do anything I like. Family is running nicely, right? Why? Children are strong, they're capable, they're doing more business than the father was doing. So, father is happy. I have one member in my family like that, like many, but very close family. My brother-in-law, very well. His father just all over the world, just goes anywhere he wants in the world. He's so rich, he can do anything he likes. And it's a very big business. Father started the business. 2 sons came in, took over the business, made it big, really big. Now their children are coming in, they're going to make it up.
Bigger.
Probably a multinational corporation, like that. That's how they're going, you know what I mean? Because they're trained at Duke University and other universities, in business and things like that. So that's a family, right? That's how a good family runs. Good temple is the same. It has devotees who are serving, those devotees train other devotees who are serving, who train other devotees who are serving, and then you will not have just one temple in Phoenix, because everybody won't fit in the temple. You'll have a 2nd temple, a 3rd temple, a 4th temple. Hopefully a temple on every street corner too. It doesn't have to be a big temple. It could be something small. That's when everybody is doing it. But it will happen. Mark my word. It will happen that I said this. At a time when people think this temple is going down, I am saying this temple is actually going to go up. Now if any of you know investors, investors invest at what time?
When it's down.
When the market is?
Down.
best time to invest in your Krishna consciousness. It will only shoot up after that. And you will be reaping all the benefits of it shooting up. Because you are there when times were worst. Take full advantage of it. Don't let anybody, particularly the most dangerous person in our temple is who? My mind. Our own mind is the most dangerous person. Remember that. Don't let your mind play games with you. Others play games with you, that you can forgive. Your own mind playing games with you, then who is going to be forgiving? Don't let your mind play games with you. Oh, this is really hard. This is terrible. Why at the temple like this? Oh, I should leave. I should also not give donations. I should also not do my service. I should drop out. That is a weak-minded person. Rather, Madhavadi are never very impressed by such minded persons, by the way. So they're shaking harder. Okay, let them go. More harder. More go. More harder. More go. Until very few left. Okay, now let's start with this crew. This crew is interested in me. They're interested in Radha Madhavadi. They know Radha Madhavadi are always doing everything. Going up, going down, anywhere it's going, it's Radha Madhavadi. The blade of grass is not moving outside without Radha Madhavadi's approval. So blade of grass moving, nobody cares, right? Who cares? Some blade is moving. Anybody right now thinking about a blade of grass moving outside here? Nobody. Nobody's thinking blade of grass, ruffle, forget it, moving. That insignificant thing cannot happen without Krishna's will. Maya kakshena prakriti, suyate sacharacharam, Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita. Every minute detail of his creation is happening under my superintendence. My superintendence. Maya kakshena prakriti. Please try to understand it from there, the son of Kunti. Then you'll understand how things are happening. Okay, very nice. Hare Krishna, welcome. Any questions, points, anybody? I normally speak too long, that's my problem.
Phoenix population is only 1.4 million.
1.4 million. So then we are doing 1% of 1%.
There's the city of
Phoenix,
Phoenix.
yeah, but Arizona is 4 million probably.
Oh, Arizona, whole of Arizona is 4 million.
4-5 million.
Oh, okay. So city of Phoenix larger is 1.4, 1.5 million.
Yeah.
So 1% would be 15,000, and 1% of that would be 150. So we've gone past 1.7 so much. Congratulations, that's pretty good. You're doing pretty good. Now let's get to 2% of 1% and 3% of 1%. Keep going on. Idea is that we want everybody to access Krishna consciousness. There's nothing to do with joining Hare Krishna or ISKCON or anything. Idea is that people should become Krishna conscious for their own benefit. Many people will be Krishna conscious and not come to the temple. That is fine. We're okay with that. Our purpose is not that everybody has to come to the temple and serve Krishna. That's not the purpose. The purpose of the temple is to become stronger, have sangha, satsanga, and become stronger so we can reach out to others in our lives on a daily basis. Thank you, that's a good point. Any other points? We're all ready for Prashadam. We're going to do an arti right first.
Yeah.
First we're going to do an arti. The most important part of the program, Prashadam. So what is on the menu today?
I don't know.
Who cooked today? Who cooked the Prashadam? Huh?
Everybody made a little bit,
Okay,
yes,
nice.
yes.
So many cooks. Very good. Well, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you
So
very
now
much.
we will do an arti.
Yeah.
So we can prepare right now.